What's up, y'all? Hope all is well. I come here to percolate your mind, make you think. So, in the process of thinking, I was thinking about the dialogue that me and the brother on this channel, you know what I'm saying? Got a lot of respect for the brother, brother Jerome. And we, we differentiating in certain situations, you know what I'm saying, when it came to, I guess, agreeing on definitions and on certain words and certain terminologies. You know what I'm saying? They kind of put us at a halt. I want to kind of like go over that a little bit. Now, you had one of the biggest things that we had was a disagreement on uh, reality, right? Now, I couldn't pull up the definition, that me and him would have been able to agree upon because I was using my phone for the video, so I couldn't pull up. What I should have did was ask the moderator to look up the definition, and then we could have moved forward. But the definition of reality is the world or state of things as they actually exist, as opposed to an idealistic, notional idea of them. So reality is things that actually exist. That's basically what that says. And he might agree with me or disagree with me on what I think that definition is, but that's where we have to start at least there. You know what I'm saying? To get our point across. Because if he has an all-powerful deity that he believes is real, and I just want to know, does this deity exist inside the reality that me and him have to deal with on a regular basis? Once we get that understanding, then we can go on to evidences and stuff like that. But we have to at least get that first. You know what I'm saying? We have to at least get that first. So, once we do that, because me and him, we're going to dialogue again. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, manage my time a little better so I can get on the channel more and more, But we will have to agree on even the definition of evidence. What mean evidence? You know what I'm saying? What would we accept as evidence on a mutual playing field? I would say, okay, let me give an example. Now you have, excuse me one second. Now you have, if I was to make a claim and I say I got a new car, so you don't believe me for whatever reason, you don't believe me. And all I would have to do is produce evidence, and then you wouldn't even have to believe anymore. You would know. So if I say that I had a car, all I have to do is take you to where that car is, or show you the title, or you just see me in it every day after that. You can get inside it with me and we can go places. You see what I'm saying? I want to know, why is it special pleading when it comes to the deities that people believe in? It's special pleading. I mean, he can create reality, but he don't have to be inside it. He can create material that he's not even made of himself. He can make a human being flesh-like, but he don't deal in the flesh. He deal in the spirit. Like, it's so many special pleading for a deity. Just because y'all believe these things and these attributes don't mean that other people accept that. Like, y'all just, okay, God is real. God blesses. God loves. God does all of these things. But you have yet to produce the God. Not inside the reality. Maybe we do it in the spirit, but I can't prove a spirit. I know we use the spirit in certain kind of words, he has a lot of spirit, or he a good soul, or, things like that. But those are expressions. I have yet to see enough evidence to produce what we are taught to believe a spirit and a soul is. Because it does not transform to our reality. Things that we deal with on a regular basis. Things that we can do inside the reality we live in. Now, things outside of that reality, things might happen outside of that reality. I just want to know, how can you detect it? That way everybody can detect it outside of our reality. But if you fall short with trying to get me to understand how things work outside of a reality that you can't prove, then how far can we go? We can't go any further unless we get an understanding of how this outside of reality works by expressing it inside of our reality. That means they would have to demonstrate existence in our reality. That is where the difference comes with somebody who believes in a deity and somebody who doesn't. You would have to bring this deity inside the reality we live in. Don't expect us to go outside of the reality. We don't care nothing about outside of the reality we can't deal with. It's yet to be demonstrated to us. So once you demonstrate it, not just inside your head, just things that you feel that, oh, that's got to be, you can't explain this and this. Okay, if you can't explain it, then that means, why believe it if you can't even explain it? Why believe that's real inside of this reality? Because most things inside of this reality, most everything inside of this reality is being demonstrated in some kind of way. Demonstrated true or demonstrated false. Now, he said that I have no detection of what true and false is. If he was to present a claim inside of this reality, because he presenting claims outside of our reality that we have no way of disproving him. He can't prove it, but he can't disprove it. You see what I'm saying? We can't disprove it because there's no way to demonstrate it. You see what I'm saying? We have nothing to test. We ain't got a God to test. If we had a God to test inside our reality, then you would have a substantial belief for your claim. But it has to be inside of our reality, or we cannot move forward. Think, if I was to present something, if he was to say something inside of our reality, something as general, to the development of the human beings, something real general as proving you got a girlfriend, right? some just general as that. Now you say you got a girlfriend, right? Then you say she's beautiful. You say she's nobody in the world can touch her. She's the most nicest. She's perfect in every way. She's flawless, right? So we want to meet this special person, but we have to meet this person in our reality, right? Right? Because if he said, I got a girlfriend, but she's a spirit, even people that believe in spirits won't believe that. Even people that believe in souls, they won't believe that. They think this dude is off his rocker. This nigga Lulu. That's what they would think. What's going on in this man's mind? But there's a special pleading again. All he would have to do is show her. And we can interact together with her. You see what I'm saying? That's our reality. He steady saying, why she didn't come to the family reunion? Oh, well, she had to catch a flight. Well, why she didn't come to the picnic? Well, she was busy walking her dog. Well, why didn't she come to Lil Ray graduation? Well, she had to wash her hair. And he just coming up with excuse after excuse. And then finally you just break down us and say, man, you can't, she don't do it like that, you know. She can't deal with you the way that you want her to deal with you. You know, she's way above that. She way more, she above that. She don't have to do that. She ain't got to prove to you that she my girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? She my girlfriend. I know she my girlfriend. In my heart, that's all that matter. You know, regardless, I don't have to show her to you. Come on, man. Come on, man. For real? And see, one of the arguments would be, well, she didn't create everything. How do you know she didn't? You ain't got no way of proving that. You ain't got no way of proving that Big Bang stuff, all of that. You have models. All science is models to express something that we couldn't explain before. And this is the best method that we have to try to explain the things that we cannot explain. Science has the best method of it because you can run tests to do it over and over and over and over. But when you go outside of reality, you have nothing to test it. You have nothing to demonstrate that this actually is a thing. Before the Big Bang, if all we know is what we know now, how are you going to tell me we know what it was before a Big Bang? Science can't even really tell you. It can give you a model to best support. Now, a faith-based belief in that does not support reality. It supports belief because it does not answer any kind of way that can be demonstrated or something that can be repetitively demonstrated over and over. I don't understand how we can get to that point and you don't have enough evidence to get to that point. You just believe it and you just receive it. Like, come on, man, this stuff, when you talking to an atheist who used to be a Christian, like Brother Jerome said he used to be in comedic spirituality, like It's not a cult of religion though. You know what I'm saying? There's just studies of ancient Egypt, ancient Kemet. They're just studying, how our ancestors did things back in the day. It's not about like really following that. If you want to follow it, you can follow it, but it has no bearing in reality. And the people that even follow it know that those gods was not real. You see what I'm saying? This is an expression of nature through the mind of an African. That's what it is. If you want to follow that, you can follow that. And ain't nothing spooky with it. There's no belief that something has all power, that it can do all of the things that you believe it does, but you can't put that deity inside of our reality. Because when you put it inside of our reality, that's when the whole belief system starts to fall apart. And that's what I did. I put it in reality. You know what I'm saying? Things that we deal with on a regular basis over and over. The thing is, when you are convinced that something is real, like when I was convinced that a deity was straight up all powerful and created everything and all of that. One of my first doubts was the validity of how old the existence of human beings was, especially with the story of the Bible not really expressing that. You see what I'm saying? Because it was a point of time where there were dinosaurs on the earth. And people say, oh, you believe that? I believe that because they at least produce some evidence that can be picked apart right there inside of our reality. We don't have to go outside of reality to do it. These are things that actually happen inside of our reality that we can prove or disprove. When you talk about your belief, it's unfalsifiable. You can't bring it into our reality. So how can we tell if it's true or false? And any skeptic, any real skeptic will think about that and be like, why would I believe something I can't prove or disprove? And the evidence that you're using is not inside of reality. So I don't, and when these questions are posed, it'd be a certain thing. Like he was like, if you wanted to convert somebody into atheism, you wouldn't have a strong argument. I'm not, y'all in the recruiting business. I'm not recruiting. You can't make nobody be no atheist. Nobody made me be an atheist. Any atheist is an atheist on their own because they are no longer convinced, or they have never been convinced that these things that you deal with outside of reality are true. Period. Now, I already know it's going to be backlash, and it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I just want to say that you brothers are doing exactly what you're supposed to do inside of that spiritual belief, because that's exactly what I did. Now, Brother Jerome being compared to him being in studying ancient Kemet, and me being raised from birth, you see what I'm saying, to be a Christian, as he was too. If his mama is a Christian, and he said his mama is a Christian, your mama is a Christian, she's going to put those Christian views on you. Whether you believe them or not is up to you. Whether you accept it or not is up to you. If it convinces you in the questions that you have in your head, then you're going to be convinced that it's true. But when you bring it inside reality, It don't hold water. It breaks down. It breaks down. And we're going to get a chance to deal with each other again. I already know it, you know. It's all in love, and it's all in a matter of making people think, you know. I was thinking when me and him had dialogue, he had some things that made me think, you know what I'm saying? Made me have to sharpen up a little bit, so I salute him on that. But, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get at each other again, brother. You already know that. You know, it's all in love and respect. And, you know, I salute all the Christian brothers, all the Moorish brothers, all the 5% brothers, all the Hebrew Israelite brothers. I salute all y'all, man, because all of y'all are positive. You know, whatever you believe in or not, y'all is positive. And that's what me and Pianki rock with. We rock with positivity, and we about moving forward positively. And we can all learn to help each other inside this reality that we all got to deal with no matter what we believe. This your brother, Neri Shabaka, Ursa Ma'at Ra, and knowledge is infinite. Therefore, evolution is inevitable. Peace. Go Niners.